What's going on, YouTube? It's your homie guy about to bring y'all a video. I know it's been a while. I've been very busy finishing up my probational modules, and I took an AO pumper class for the last 2 weeks. So I'm waiting on those results to see if I passed the class or not, so I can be certified to drive the fire truck, the fire engine or whatever, and taking aerial at the end of this month, so I'll be able to drive and operate any fire engine or apparatus that we have in our department. And that's pretty much it, man. Just knocking stuff out. I can't believe it. At the end of this month, it'll be a year that I've been on with the department. Although I only been out in the field for 6 months, but it's still been a year since I signed on, going through recruit school and stuff. So it's pretty cool, man, and pretty dope or whatever. Before we get to it, man, I like to do my EDC, what I'm carrying. Then we'll get into the video, the purpose of what I'm doing it for. So I was wearing this hat today, the upper left tactical. Shout out to him. My Oakleys. And I have a new G-Shock, one I've been wanting for a long time. I finally got one of them, the one that was more reasonable for me. I couldn't just see spending the 500 for the other one. It's the same thing, but it's got a few more features on it. This is the G-Shock Mud Master, and it is the GG1000 model in the OD green. Man, I love this watch. Love it. Y'all know I'm a G-Shock junkie. But that's the watch that I'm wearing right now. Put that back on so I can keep up with time. My light, Streamlight Protect 2LX, 500 lumens. Hate to blind y'all. My wallet, no cash today. Keys. My blade for the day is the Kershaw Blur with the olive or OD green, whatever you want to call it. Y'all know I like to coordinate. My tourniquet is the tourniquet from Recon. I'm really feeling this. I've been carrying this for the past almost a month now. I've been carrying this every day for about a month or so. My multi-tool is the Leatherman Scalar tool, CX model. Riding the Rain notepad. Fatigue bandana today for my hanky. The Fisher Space Pen bullet with the clip on it, which I don't use. Burt's Beeswax, and this is Coconut Pear. My Zippo lighter, which is just a casing. I have a Thunderbird insert in there, which is butane fuel. It lasts a whole lot longer than that. Okay, my gun is Glock 19 Gen 4 stippling done by me. I have the custom plate on it, the Fuck It plate, Trijicon HD night sights, the orange dot in the front. Riding in a Tier 1 conceal with a ETS mag, Glock 17 mag, and of course it's Federal HST 24 grain plus P. Oh, and my belt, Blue Alpha gear. That's it. Alright, so today's video is gonna be about weapon mounted lights on handguns and long guns, firearms, or whatever. So I'm just giving you my perspective of it, the manufacturers that I'm familiar with, that I have, and just letting you know the rundown of the specs. Not full blown specs, but just giving you some, because you can always go to their site and get all this information. But I feel like some people don't like weapon mounted lights. I love them. I think it can be very useful, but also it's if you're gonna carry it, I suggest at least taking one class on somebody who's proficient and have the knowledge of running a weapon mounted light, whether you're using a weapon mounted light for everyday carry or you have one on your for home defense, especially home defense, because if you got white walls and you got a real high lumen, even if you don't have a high lumen, if you got white walls, really bright walls, with that light on there at night, it can blind you, and then that'll disorient you, and that'll mess you up from trying to, you know, eliminate the threat that's in your home. So it's just knowing when to use it, when not to use it, being familiar with your house, your home, your apartment, whatever, because you know, okay, I got bright walls right here, I got a real white door right here. I'm only gonna do it momentarily, or I'm not gonna point it direct, because you can point it straight and still have that light bouncing off those walls where you can still see. So you got to know where spot in your house or your home where you can point it at and still look off, because it'll still give you light no matter what the lumens is. If you're in the dark, light is light. You know, it's going to help you be able to see. So we're going to start with the handguns. Now, 2 of these lights are the same. I have an Enforce weapon mounted light for pistols. This is the Gen 2. 200 lumens. This is on my Glock 23 Gen 4. It also has the Trigicon night sights on it, and like I said, it's the same as on my Glock 22. So I'm just showing you, but I'm not gonna, you know, go all the way through it. Like I said, this has 200 lumens on it. 200 lumens is good. Like I said, I mean, of course, the more lumens, the better. But also, some scenarios, the more lumens could be worse. So it doesn't matter. Just pick one that you like, whether it's high lumens or low lumens. It doesn't matter. If you need light, you need light. You're in the dark. It takes one CR123A battery, and it lasts pretty long. This one has if you quick tap it, it stays on permanently. But if you press and hold, it doesn't stay on. So me personally, that's probably what I would use if I'm trying to clear a room, clear the house, or I'm, you know, using a self-defense. I would hold it and let it go as I need it, versus, because if you turn it on, then when you need to turn it off, if you're in a real scenario where you're trying to defend yourself and you might need to turn it off to not give your total location up, you might be a little nervous. So I just hold down. Then if I need to let it off, you know, you just move your hand and you're fine, versus doing the quick tap, leaving it on. So I would just hold it, let it go, move, hold it, let it go, move. So I only had one class that had low light in it, and it was like a early morning. Like, we got out there right before the sun came up, and we did some low light stuff, and the sun was kind of back there, but it still was dark. So that was pretty cool. Like I said, and I know you can see it, but the good thing about it, whether you got a short base, and I'll get to that part at the end. I'm gonna go over that at the end because that makes a lot of sense. This is another light that I have. It's a stream light. Now all the lights that I'm talking about today is stream light and Enforce. So that's all I have experience with. This is a stream light TLR7. This is on my Glock 19 Gen 5 MOS. You've seen this in the video before. This is a very compact light. I love it. It's very helpful when it comes to carrying, especially if you carry appendix. You don't have all that extra travel of length on the firearm. But for this to be as small or compact as it is, because you can see the size difference in them, it's very big. But they both beneficial in different ways, and I'll talk about that at the end. But for this to be as small as it is, this is 500 lumens. So the more lumens you got, you know your runtime is going to be shorter anyway. So it's 500 lumens, and also it has the same features where, you know, you press and hold down. It's only on as long as you have your hand on the pedal. Once you let off, or a quick tap, and it's on. So I carry this the most. As of since I've gotten it, I've carried this gun a whole lot. Like, literally, it's been like at least 2 weeks where I didn't even open up my safe to get a different handgun. I mean, I may have opened it up at night to get a long gun for home defense, but like far as handguns, I know it's been times where I went 2 weeks straight to carry this, and I love this gun. Not just because it's 9. I always, as you guys know, I love 40 cal, but I just love the setup with it. If they was to make 40 cal in this setup, I would get it, and I probably would carry it over that. But that's neither here or there. Both of them are great calibers. All right, and here we go with the other handgun light that I have. This is on my Block 17 Gen 5 MOS front serrations. This is the Streamlight TLR1 HL. This is 800 lumens. It's very, very bright, and this has the paddles that goes, the swings left or right, and it's the same method. You hold on to it, it stays on, but if you push it downward, it'll stay on. So if you push up, it's only momentary. As long as you're holding it, that's how long it's gonna stay on. But if you push it down, it's gonna stay on. And it also has a strobe, which neither one of those does. So, like I said, this is 800 lumens, and it takes 2 CR123A batteries. It's very, very bright. It can get hot, and it's a very, very good light. I like Streamlight. You know, you got other manufacturers like Surefire, which they make great lights, but they're a little high, which I don't mind spending the money on something. But if I can find something just as good and a little bit cheaper, I'll do that. And I also got a lot of experience with their customer service, and they got great customer service. They get you straight. If they can't send you a replacement part for you to fix it yourself, you send it in, they fix it. They can't fix it, they'll send you a brand new one. And that's what I like about them. Alright, so the thing that I wanted to talk about when it comes to getting a compact light versus a longer light. Well, if you're having to defend yourself, and I need something to show you guys. Okay, if you're having to defend yourself and you in a close range, and you're face to face, and if you have to put that gun on that person, if you're pressing down on them, you could slightly put your gun out of battery, and that way it will not fire if the slide is back at even an inch. But what I do like about the Gen 5s, the barrels stick out a tad bit. But anyway, with any gun, if you got a compact light like this, if you're pressing on them and you're about to get ready to fire one to get them off of you, it's a good chance that you're gonna put that gun out of battery. Versus if you got something that sticks out, you can press down in them and you're not gonna take that gun out of battery. And then, as you can see, the clearance you have, that's about an inch or whatever. So you can press down in them, and then if you need to, they won't get off you by then. Boom, you can put one in them to get them off you. And it's the same with this TLR. It sticks out some, so that's pretty good because it's a pretty full size light. So you can get that separation from the muzzle and the slide, so you won't go out of battery. And it's the same as with this light on this. It's not as much, but it still gives you a little clearance where you can press on that threat to get that person off you from harming you or your family member or whatever. So that's something to think about. Me personally, even though I do carry this a lot, if you know, that's why it's good to train and take different classes. If you know you have a compact light, that means you're gonna have to create that separation where if you might have to use your arm to push them back and then come back a little bit to get one off on them, or you just gonna. That's why I work out. I mean, I train, I do a little boxing. I mean, you can't just train in the gym. You got to work out too and be physically fit, because you might have to fight a little bit before you can get to your weapon, or your weapon the situation might not cause for you to pull your weapon. It's just, everybody has a preference on when is it necessary to use deadly force. But it's also good to work out and take a little, you don't necessarily have to take a fighting class or self-defense class, physically, but it's good to get some kind of knowledge of how to use hand-to-hand compact to get somebody off you, because you might, like I said, you might be too close to, you might have to create some type of separation before you can get one off, or you can't get to your gun at all at that time. So that's another thing that's important to don't just train with the guns or whatnot. Just work out or whatever, because you got to have some strength or whatnot to be able to get somebody off you, because you might just have a mentally ill person where you may be able to subdue them with your hands or whatever until the police come. Some people are older, they not finna fight with you, and I don't blame them, because if I get to a certain age and I'm not physically fit to fight, I'm not finna fight you. I'm just gonna, if you continue to try to harm me or my family, I'm just gonna use the force that I have, and I'm more than likely it's gonna be a gun. But that's neither here nor there. I'm still young, so I will fight. But anywho, now we're gonna move to the long guns. This is a This is gonna be the light that I have on my Mossberg Maverick 88 with my Madpool furniture. I know a lot of people talk stuff about, oh, you got Madpool furniture on the Maverick. Maverick 88, that furniture costs more than the gun. I don't give a fuck, because when it comes to shotgun, especially Mossberg, it don't matter which one you got, it's gonna work. As long as you know how to work it and manipulate the gun, you're fine. I also got this furniture on the steel on eBay. I bid it forward, so it worked out good for me. But anywho, this is the Enforce weapon mounted light. On the box, it'll be WMLX. It is 800 lumens. It takes 2 of the CR123 batteries, and it does not take the one of the 18650s. I tried, it will not fit in there, so that sucks. It got the length in there, but it will not. It's just a little too fat to slide down in there. So, like you see, this is clear. All the handguns are clear except for the gun that I was carrying today. It is clear. Nothing's in it. So, yeah, but this is this light goes between. I rotate this light off of this gun between this and my Core 15. Like I said, this is 800 lumens, so it's very bright, very, very, very bright. I don't too often pull this out for home defense. I will, but I don't, just for simple fact because it's good to use for self defense. I mean, home defense. I'm not gonna say I don't, because I do sometimes pull it out when I'm just in. It just depends on what mood I'm in. I might just have one of my full size handguns on my nightstand, and I might pull out this. So it just depends. Like I said, man, it's just good to it's good to have them. I'm a big component of having them. They work good. You just gotta know how to use them. Also, like I said, just take some classes with them. I haven't had enough classes, but I have had one with low light. But at least take one so you can get some kind of idea of what you need to do. All right, this is Streamlight Protect Rail Mount 1. This is 350 lumens. It takes one CR123 A battery, or it takes a one single AA. So it's, like I said, it's 350 lumens. It's bright enough. It's a good amount of lumens to me, and it's very good for home defense, because it's bright, but it's also not too bright. You know what I mean? So you won't blind yourself or whatever. So this is a smaller one. Like I said, this is the rail mount 1, and 350 lumens. It takes one CR123 battery, and it's also not loaded too. It's just a mag in there to make it look good. And it takes one CR123 batteries, and it also takes one AA. And the last one is another Streamlight, but it's the Protect Rail Mount HLX. And as you can see, it is quite bigger than the other one. This one is 1,000 lumens, and it also I forgot to show you, it's got the pressure pad. Now it also comes with a paddle pad. That means it goes right behind it. I didn't want that one, but I wanted to put the pressure pad on here. So it has a button on top of here, which is the same function as that one. It has a button on top of here, which you can see right there, for constant on. And you can also make it do strobe, like, and then press it down. You get it in that strobe mode, and then you press it down to keep it on there. Or you can just use the pressure pad, where this is what I use all the time, where as soon as you lift your hand off of it, it's coming off, or you can activate the with that pad as well. Like I said, in this one, what I like about this one, it will take the 18650 rechargeable battery, and I have a few for them. I don't have it in there now because it's still got the batteries that came with it, the two CR123 batteries. So once they die, I'll put one of the rechargeable ones in there, and I won't have to worry about, you know, one less weapon mounted light that I have to worry about buying another wasting batteries on. I can just pop it on the charge. It'll charge it on. It's the same batteries, the same battery that I got in here. It's rechargeable. I take this out probably once or two, probably every 2 weeks. Throw it on the charger, goes green, put it back in there. But that's just my 2 cents on it. I really didn't mean to make this video this long, but I was just showing you what I have and my opinion on it. I think they're great, but it's also get you some training and you know, walk through the house and see how it is at night and how bright it is. Of course, do it without anything, without the gun being loaded, but take some classes, and they fun too anyway. Take some night classes, some low light classes, take some classes. I need some more. I only had one, and that's my goal for 2020 is I'm trying my best not to buy a gun. I'm just buying ammo and training. I want to try and at least get 4 training classes in, and I'm talking about some that's gonna be some nice little traveling distance for me, because I want to go get some different training from some other people. I'm quite sure I'll take another class from Body Ball Tactical, and I'm gonna take some other class from different people. Try to get some other stuff to put in my bag. Grab some from them, and put it in my bag, and push out everything I don't like or don't need or don't fit for me. But anywho, that's it, man. That was my little video on weapon mounters light. I made this video extremely too long. I am sorry. See y'all later. Shout out to Upper Left Tactical. Peace. Oh, hold up. Peace. Unc Life. It's on you.